Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
This place is rocking, menacing, intimidating, almost primal, beyond description really. This is just another ordinary day, though, in the life of the Boca Nation. We are just getting started. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Boca Juniors have the chance to go the other way.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot-stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And he's definitely onside. Milan have their second corner now. De Gea claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure gives no quarter whatsoever. And he's only too happy to take that back. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Seedorf. That's very neat. And he's gone backward here. Showing good feet. Mbappe is having a shot! Goal! Boca Juniors! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he plays one through. He is through here. Spread it left. Nice control.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Oh, terrible pass. Platini. Oh, it's Van Basten. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Milan get the second half started.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he's been shifted off it. Tries to play it through. Knocks it into space. Bale. Very nicely done. Forced to go back. Makaleli. Tanucci receives it in a good position here.
Boca Juniors definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Shevchenko. Real chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Timber. De Rossi. And it's Pepe. Yaya Toure. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Not the most accurate pass. Back in once more. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Goes for a shot! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Nicely shaped ball. And this is Shevchenko. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Looking to play him in. And this is Eto'o. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And there's the shot!
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cross to the back post. Cleared away. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Ronaldinho. Bale, who does have an assist to his name, and he's managed to get free. Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Platini. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to get it away. And they're quick to get it back. Cannavaro. And here's Van Basten.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shevchenko gets into a good position. Pinches it off him.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 22. Número 2. Número 42. Número 21.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Número 6.
Searching passes played there. And this is Eto'o. Modric. Eto'o. A good take in a good area. Takes a shot! And the difference is still one. But only just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And this is Casemiro. That's good play. Backward it goes. Well, that pass isn't the best.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a shade optimistic.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Mbappe. Eto'o. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. We thought they were done, but never say never. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks.
Openda!
De Bruyne.
Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tielemans caresses it through. Nice interception, well timed.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that has left him in a heap. Tielemans. It's a good ball out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Doku. And it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh, would have been quick to recover this. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Done delicately.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not the most accurate pass. First quarter of an hour gone. João Felix. Salamanca's does really well to win the ball there. Doku. And it's Tielemans. Inacio deals with that comfortably. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Tielemans. Showing good feet. Onana. He'll try from distance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And it's Amadou Onana. And here's Openda, spread out to the left. Castagna has the space to scheme. And this is De Bruyne.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a little off target. Salmakers. Doku. Nice sequence of passes, this. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rafael Leao. And here's Trossard. Openda. Trossard. Oh, important interception. Played out towards the right wing. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva.
Portugal really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes short and sharp. He's in a good... Gonzalo Ramos! Superb from Ramos! A finish of true class! And Portugal score first!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease of...
Can he finish? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Onana. Trossard finding himself in space. Rafael Leao. João Neves. And the counter is on. Shot could be... And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? He's been shifted off it. And it's De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Belgium trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Caros espectadores, podem acompanhar este jogo em direto na frequência da rádio do clube. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So off we go again.
Belgium can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's João Felix. Gonzalo Ramos. Chance! Castagna clears without hesitation. João Felix. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Belgium come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Plays the return pass. Bernardo Silva going forward. Tielemans. Now it's Batshuayi. De Bruyne. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Aims beyond the defence. And he whips it in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tielemans. Vitinha. Great vision. Now it's Ramos. Can he get on the end of this? It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Belgium present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Courtois must save this. He has spurned it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11.
So changes afoot here and from both sides. So a double change here and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gonzalo Ramos looking to add to his goal. Looking for options for movement. Great ball and he's in here. It's Lukaku! Oh, good finish. Belgium are back in business. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Belgium restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
De Bruyne has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. De Ketelaere proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That has not gone well. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in. De Ketelaere. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Belgium still have the cards to affect this game. And he's picked out the run. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
He has found the way through. Elects to cross. That's put paid to the danger. Bernardo Silva. Bachu. Chance for a shot! Goal! Belgium! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Belgium can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Belgium will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Rafael Leao. Gonzalo Ramos. He's through on goal here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And now they can clear their lines.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's De Ketelaere.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Belgium really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Belgium close now to seeing this one through to the end. And it's with the keeper. Salmakers. Somewhat off target. Vitinha. Time added on 4 minutes. Knocks it into space. And it's Salmakers. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Good read, needed to be. Tries to get it clear. Teat gets it away. And that will be it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Batshuayi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.